Welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to have a look at chapter 3 or part 1 of chapter 3 from the book My System by Aron Nimzowitsch. So chapter 3 talks about the 7th rank and the 8th rank. So first one is, of course, there are 5 scenarios we want to have a look. The first one is very simple. So as you can see, we are talking about the 7th rank here. The white rook has taken over the 7th rank. So here in the endgame, it's always better to bring the king forward. However, because the rook is now there, the king is actually cut off completely. And also the white rook does another thing. It attacks the pawns on the 7th rank. It's all usually known that rook on the 7th rank is called a pig because it gobbles up everything on its way. And now white king can come forward, and this is an easy winning endgame. We won't go into this in detail. This is easy winning endgame for white. Now we'll go on with 4 other examples about these scenarios. First one. Here, white has taken control of the 7th rank with 2 rooks. So this is very dangerous because the knight can come to f5 and there is a checkmate threat. The key square here is h7. So h7 is the key square. If white can take control of this, then the game is over. So what can black do? It's black to move. Black will defend this square, and after knight f5 we have rook h5. The whole purpose is to still defend this square. Now g4 can be played. Now this looks like white it is giving up a pawn. It's actually not the case, because after king g2, it's evident the whole purpose of this move to try to get this rook away from the square. Now all these squares are attacked by the white pieces, so black's rook has to move away from this file. And after rook takes b3, now can you find the checkmating threat? So rook h7 check, the king moves, check again, king moves, and then rook h8 is checkmate. Similar to the previous example, here what do you think is the key square for white? The key square is actually the g7 square. So how can white win this position? The correct move is knight f6. Now what happens if the king moves to h8? You simply sacrifice the queen, and this is a checkmate. So obviously now white cannot play that move, so white can simply take the blacks can simply take the knight. And here you simply play queen h6. And after this, obviously black can still give a check like this, but simply after this kind of waiting moves, white wins the position. All this is possible because white was able to take control of this g7 square. So in this example, white has cut off the black king. So how can white win this position? They simply have to sacrifice the rook on g7, and after this check, king f8. Obviously you cannot checkmate here because the black queen is still guarding the square. So after queen takes h7, the queen can come to e6, a move something like this, h8, queen takes f6, and after queen f7, now it's a checkmate. Again, so how was this possible? All thanks to this sacrifice on g7. Once the sacrifice is over, now the queen, it clears the way for the queen to come in and attack the king. And the final example here. Here it's very tricky because black has a potential discovered attack and also can win the queen if white is not careful. So there should be forcing moves in this instance. So what is the best forcing move? First of all, we'll have to look at the key square. What is the key square that white has to take control? The key square here is e7. How is that possible now? How can white take control of that? The first one is a forcing move, check. And here comes another check, queen b5. If the king moves to f8, you have check here. And after king e8, you have queen e7 checkmate. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more videos like this, please like and subscribe, and it's bye for now.